All right. Hi, everybody. This is Jason.
This is Pete.
And this is Hamdall.
Oh my god.
And this...
It's the Black Raven.
And this is the Lost Legions podcast.
And we are here.
What are we doing today?
We are stumbling for our intro. We are here. We are here to talk to you about the Raven Guard. This is finger sign for talons, obviously.
Spooky? Is that the spooky guard?
Just scissor hand things, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the Raven Guard. We've seen some leaked. Can we still call it leaked rules now? We're just saying.
I don't know. Somebody brought this up.
On books.
Yeah. Can someone's brought this up? I'm like, there's still leaks until it is. Until it's officially
Actually,
out.
It's not like
So somebody sent me the Raven Guard leaks today because they knew my new Legion, spoilers now, is Raven Guard. So I have gone through and digested it, and we thought it would be fun to talk to you guys about what leaks we saw and what the Raven Guard are turning in. I've seen bits and pieces from other Legions, but this is the only one I've seen in full. But I also think it's interesting because they've changed.
yes.
And this might sort of show us what's in store for your Legion down the road. So why don't we jump into their Rites of War? And remember, Rites of War are all their Legion special rules now.
It's going to take at least 6 months, but yeah, sure.
I know. Pete's going to still be like, okay, look, what does the Rite of War do? No. But go ahead. There's some good news on that front, Pete, actually. So let's jump to the first slide. Okay, so new Legion Rite of War. The trait. The Raven Guard are now Shadow Walkers. This means that anybody shooting at them over at 18 or over will be snap firing. And before anyone panics, I mean, this is still really good. Marines snap fire on a 5. So that's amazing.
It's
really good. Also, I don't know what that means for like blasts and stuff like that can't snap fire. No clue.
Well, I mean, we're assuming blast can't snap fire, right? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Alpha Legion. It's nothing like the Alpha Legion, right? Legion trait rule.
The 2.0,
which in 3 weeks this will be irrelevant. But yeah, it's mimicking the distance effects, right? I kind of like it. I think it fits the Legion quite well. What do you think?
I like it a lot. I think that it fits their whole like we're one with the shadows and we can disappear. And you read the books and the fluff, and they're like appearing and disappearing, and like they come out of nowhere. It fits that a lot better. As far as I can tell, though, guys, the bad news is they've lost infiltrate. I cannot find it anywhere as an army-wide special rule. So
that's huge. Okay.
So yeah. I mean, welcome to your new lords of the shooting meta, the Raven Guard. We're gonna sit back on the back of the edge of the table and shoot you. Their gambit is Decapitation Strike, which we already saw on Warhammer Community. It's the one attack. If it hits and wounds, you do all your attacks for the other player. If you don't, you don't. If that one doesn't hit and wound, you don't roll any of your other attacks.
Yes.
So it's a gambit. A
gambly gambit. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Decapitation. So the Decapitation Cadre. So this is their special little formation.
Auxiliary detachment.
It's 4 slots total. Yes. Thank you. I'm still not used to the names at all.
No.
This is their little special auxiliary detachment. It's 4 slots in total. It's 2 recon slots and 2 elite slots. Only recons can go in the recon slots, and vet assault squads or dark furies can go in the elite slot. I think it's pretty good, actually. And I think that this brings back a little bit of flavor of the old school Rites of War, because what we're seeing here is that you're going to get Legion-specific auxiliary detachments. And that, I think, feels more like the Rites of War we knew and loved from 2.0.
Yep.
And just, like, put your bets down right now. We're going to get these in new books as stuff comes out.
Yeah, like campaign-specific ones and stuff, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you anything. Like in the Drop Site Massacre, I bet you there will be these for the legions that are in there. I mean, I would have a beer on it.
Well, it's a really good and easy way for them.
All of you.
Yeah, there's a really good and easy way to add minor changes as the game progresses for each legion without having to write out a whole new Rite of War, a whole new set of rules. So just to reiterate, this decapitation card rate, it's not a 0-1 or anything like that. It's just something they get, and you can take as many decapitation card rays as possible from what we can see. Or
I don't remember. I don't remember. I didn't look. I can look it up later.
Yeah, well, yeah,
but, and I can put the notes in there if it's anything different. But like, as far as I know, you could take as many as you want. You could maybe only take one. I'm not sure. So I was just excited about this. So I have to go look at the pages again. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty neat. I think oh my God, I totally lost my train of thought about what I was going to ask you. But it's okay. We can move on. If I remember, I'll come back.
There's no way you remember. That's lost forever.
No, right now. No, it's just gone. I was about to like bring world peace. But unfortunately, that's no longer happening. Instead, you have to deal with your Lord and Master of the shooting phase, the Raven Guard. Wargear. The Raven's talents have been changed. They're speaking of shooting, they're 2 attacks, AP 3 with impact, whatever that does. I don't know.
I reckon it's a new Hammer of Wrath. Is going to be my guess. So impact and an initiative modifier. So I'm guessing they cause initiative modifier to themselves or to your opponent. I don't know. Because they used to have +1 initiative on the charge,
modifier.
Didn't they?
Yeah.
So imagine if they get it +1.
That's a really...
Or an impact is a base-to-base rule, maybe, or something similar. Who knows?
No, that's a really good guess. Impact, initiative modifier, maybe they hurt your initiative modifier if they run in and attack you first. I don't know. But like, we're completely guessing on that. Rending 6 up and breaching 6 up. I don't remember off the top of my head what the rending and breaching do. They've changed. They're no longer rerolls, guys.
No, rending was as normal and breaching.
No longer,
breaching was, I can't remember, but yeah. Anyway, they don't mean the same thing now.
So, but they definitely do different things.
Yeah. That's cool. Is that different from now? They rend currently, don't they? I don't want to keep jumping back and forth comparing to the existing edition because that's going to be irrelevant soon. But they have shred, so they re-roll failed wounds now and rend on 5s. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So Corvin Powder Junk Pack is move 14. Now it auto passes dangerous terrain, which is really, really cool. Yeah. It used to be a 4-up and vulnerable. It can take it now. It calls out that it can only be taken by a Praetor and Opte, whatever that is.
Opti. Yeah.
I think that's a new guy. Yeah. I'm guessing it's new because I don't recognize it.
I think he was added towards the end of second as like in one of the latest book editions. It was I think it's like the miniature commander guy. I think I might be wrong. Might be completely wrong.
I'll have to check it out. I don't recognize.
I haven't played with it, and I didn't.
Centurion and Mor Deythan are the other 2 that can take a jump pack. So not librarians, as far as I can tell, because I believe it's just a bog standard Centurion, right? So because they call out different named ones. So I think like this is your list for who can take a Corvin Pattern jump pack, which is interesting. More limited. The other thing that is weird and cool is wraiths. So for your prime slot, you can make somebody a wraith. After a rush move, you can make a willpower check. If you're successful, anybody that charges you is disordered. If you fail your check, you're stunned. So I'm not exactly sure about the usefulness of this right now, but I feel like it will reveal itself in time as we actually get the full rulebook. But I wanted to report to you, they have a cool, fluffy wraith thing for their troops. And there's some fluff about how they rush, how they can just disappear and reappear, and they're very stealthy.
It'll be handy if the move reaction is a rush movement. So if you move react away from an incoming enemy, and I don't think we've seen the reactions in any great detail leaked so far, but currently the move reaction is you move your initiative away, don't you? And you also run your initiative currently, is that right?
Yes.
So what I'm saying here is if you end up making a rush move, that as a reaction, you might be able to react backwards and then also maybe make your opponent's charge disordered. So they're like, nah, forget it. I'm not going to roll the extra distance.
I don't know if you can make a rush move as a. I don't know if you can make a rush move as a reaction.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. We don't know what the movement.
Go back one.
What I'm getting at is we don't know what the movement reaction is, right? So go back one.
Go back one really quick. I might have forgotten to write their advanced reaction. And we'll run through and I can bring it up in a second.
Okay, yeah.
It's changed slightly.
Okay, moving on. So
Wrath. Yeah. Moving on.
Corax, the big boy himself.
About Corax. Wow, so this is interesting because this is the first time we've seen a full Primarch. And he is not as interesting as he used to be. So, I mean, I have a hard time judging him. I think he has some things that are better and some things that are not as interesting. Because he used to have Kung Fu. Like, he used to be able to do different, attacks and do all this Kung Fu. Spoilers, he has no Kung Fu. 16 movement, 7 weapon skill, 6 for the rest of the stats, leadership 12, cool 10, willpower 10, initiative 10, a 2-up save, and a 4-up invulnerable. So I think, if I remember correctly, his invulnerables got better.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really big at being a big Primarchs character in the game fan, so this is more your domain for sure, buddy.
I think he had a 4-up. I think he had a 4-up shroud and that seems or a cover save or something, and then he had a 5-up invulnerable, if I remember him correctly. And he also had hit and run, so I think he'd run in one round of combat and then he'd bounce out again. He was a very interesting Primarch. Now he has Sire of the Ravens, Bulky 6, Shadowed Lord, Eternal Warrior 2, which, remember we were guessing before, Eternal Warrior might take away a certain number of wounds.
Yeah, so damage 3 becomes damage 1 in that instance because of Eternal Warrior 2. Yep.
That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's a minimum of 1 damage.
Yeah, I think so.
Because otherwise it's just going to be strange.
Yeah.
And Deep Strike. Loyalist. So I just put this in there because I put it in a couple of the other units to point this out. Raven Guard and Master of the Legion. Whoops. Sorry.
Master of the Pork Loin. Yeah, Master of the Legion.
There you go. I was rushing to do this. Yeah. I was rushing to do this after work.
We're also, as an FYI,
so yeah, excuse any typos, guys.
As an FYI, we're also aware that Jason is slightly out of lip sync, by the way, in case you're thinking, this is the most annoying thing ever. We've restarted our recording software 3-4 times over. For some reason today, the internet is melting and it won't work. Carry on. Sorry, buddy.
Weapons and Wargear. So we have Wrath and Justice. That's his pistols or whatever. Range 14. Firepower 6.
Firepower 6 is 6 shots.
That's
the number of shots, yeah.
That's the shots, yeah.
Range strength 5.
And then strength 5, AP 4, yeah. And then damage 1, breaching 6 up. I mean, okay. Well, again, I have to see what everyone else has now.
Well, this is it. It's really hard to...
might be a little bit muted.
It's really hard to compare this, isn't it, to... it's really hard to judge this when we've got nothing to compare it to yet. So, yeah.
Yeah, him being the only one, right? So the whip, Talionis, is initiative modifier 4. I'm starting to get used to the new abbreviations. Attack modifier
3. So
3.
he gets 9 attacks with the whip.
Strength. Yeah, so this is exactly how it was written in the thing. it doesn't say plus. It says AM3.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a typo. I don't know what the deal is with that.
Okay, maybe.
It didn't say +3. It just says AM3. I actually wrote it like that on purpose because I was like, what?
Okay.
I'm guessing it's +3 or it's 3 attacks. So damage 2, breaching 6+. I mean, AP3, Like, I mean, but the other thing I've seen, though, because I've seen a bunch of just the Marine units, and Pete and I will probably do another video on that later, but it seems like Artificer armor is gone. So, and we'll see that again when we get to the veteran units of the Raven Guard.
Yes.
The Corvian Talons seem better to me. Initiative modifier +1, attack modifier +2, strength modifier strength, AP2, damage 1, critical 6 up. Critical 6 up, if I'm correct, is actually an extra damage. So I think he does 2 damage.
Maybe I can't honestly remember, buddy. Maybe D3. Cannot remember. But
he has
pop your comments. Pump our comments full of corrections, guys. Yeah, we are first quick snaps at this. So let us know when you've inevitably seen the leaks yourselves in the next 24 hours and looking at them and going, no, that's wrong.
Cameline Cloak. So this is when I thought it was Cameline, and I've since discovered, talking to Pete, that
Camellia
it's not.
line, I think.
What is it?
Camellia line. I'm pretty sure it's Camellia.
Anyway, I just wrote that.
Cameline.
So the Chameleon Cloak +5 shrouded over 12. So you'll see that on other things. So everyone gets a +5 if it's 12 or over when you're shooting at someone with the Chameleon, whatever cloak. The next one is the Shadowed Lord.
But to use the rule, you have to be able to pronounce it, right? That's the.
No. You just disguise yourself. You're all poof. 5 up rules. So now this is interesting because I think this tells us again how things are going to work. Corax ignores any wound penalties to the focus roll for his gambit, the Shadowed Lord. Okay. You can also move to the glory step, whatever that is. Let's not explore that too hard. After step 4, whatever that means. I don't know what it is, and it's going to be a lot of fun finding out what the glory step is. Unfortunately named. So yeah, any questions on that? Like, that one was just weird. Like, but wound modifiers, right? So wound modifiers, you're going to get wound modifiers for your focus roll as your damage. So multi-wound models are going to actually have a penalty to their focus rolls, is what we can infer from this.
Wait, hang on, Jay. Sire of the Raven Guard, you left out the most important bit, I think. Oh, well, I might just be jumping to conclusions here, but you can make 4 troop choices.
I haven't got to it.
I thought you were wrapping up. You make... Go ahead. Sorry.
I haven't got to it yet.
I thought you were done. Moving on.
I was discussing the Shadowed Lord with you. No, it's just in the discussion phase. Anyway, so since Pete wanted to talk about it, the Sire of the Raven Guard, you can make 4 troop choices, attack or assault prime. Which means I guess you could make all of those guys wraiths or wraths or whatever they are. And then turn 1, your infantry gets moved through cover.
Well, you get the prime advantages as well, though, right? So
you pick one.
Yeah.
You don't get everything. You pick. It's like a mix and match.
Yeah. But like so your prime slots can take the Wraith. So we have got Legion specific prime slots then, and Wraith is the Ravens one. Yeah. But this gives you 4 choices that can have a prime ability, and I think prime ability is going to be
it has to be in the main detachment, so they have to be assault or tax.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool though.
So it's in the main detachment, and then those 4 can all be prime. I mean, I think it's supposed to represent like his best troops coming with them or something.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Okay. He sounds pretty cool. I mean, there's lots to change. There's lots that we don't actually understand, but let us know your thoughts.
Yeah.
What do you think of Mr. Corax himself? Moving on to the Mor Deythan.
So let's jump to the Mor Deythan.
What's
They
changed
are
lots.
they're BS5. They have 2 wounds each, which I think they did before. So I've just put the sergeant is exactly the same, except he has leadership 9. So I've just put the sergeants in brackets.
Okay.
No artificer armor.
Yep.
So they have infiltrate 8, fatal strike, move through cover, support unit 1. I don't know what that does.
Yeah, okay.
The Wargear is Nemesis Bolter, Bolt Pistol, Crack Frag, Chameleon Cloak. There, I said it better. And the rules are allegiance, and that's in brackets. So I guess that is inferring that you could be a traitor. Raven Guard.
Okay.
And then the most contentious thing is you can switch your Nemesis Bolter for a shotgun. Done.
Right. Okay. But
that's the end of the discussion.
So they can't do all the combi weapons anymore.
Nope. There's 2 options.
Okay. Okay, I don't mind that. What this infiltrate 8? What do we think that means then? Do we think that means they get to infiltrate 8 inches, like a scout move used to be?
I guess. I mean, that's the only thing I could think of. Like
maybe infiltrates replace scout,
or either that, or you can infiltrate up to 8 inches away from another unit.
Sounds super close.
So either way.
Okay. Yeah. We'll figure
but
out.
I mean, like,
but there's your infiltrate. The fact that it's written there, I think, means you're right. It's gone for the Ravens, I think.
8 inches in seems really, really kind of not that great. So, I mean, like, it seems like they've either stomped hard on infiltrate for some reason.
Yeah.
Like somebody, the designer had a bad day against Raven Guard one day or something. But I mean, also deep strike is kind of messed up too. You can only do 1 deep striking unit. So like, it's pretty intense now.
It feels like everything's been cut back, doesn't it? It feels like a lot's been cut back.
Yes, but I think the good thing is I've noticed it's all been cut back across the board,
which
is what it looks like. So, yes. So, I mean, again, like, nobody freak out until we see the total picture. I mean, feel free to freak out if we see the total picture and everything's messed. But, like, this is starting to seem to me like we are... Oh, we're still... Go back. Spoilers.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah. Fatal Strike is the next thing. So what Fatal Strike does is it's +2 BS for a turn if you don't move.
Oh, okay.
And they are 175 base points and +30 points a model. So yeah.
Okay.
It works much better with the sniper rifles now.
It'll be interesting to see if you can Fatal Strike as snapshot. So I can't remember what BS7 is for a snapshot, but I think it might be hitting on 3s. Or hitting on 4s.
I don't know if you'll ever need to, because I'm not sure it's not an assault weapon, right? Oh, I guess it would be if you had the shotguns. So yeah, I guess you could.
But I mean more if you've got the
you can't move.
Yeah, but if you've got the suppressed status effect on you, which means you must make snapshots. Do you see what I mean? Okay. That's what I'm thinking of. So, my guy's nearly useless. Yeah. I'm going to use my Fatal Strike this turn to still hit you on 3s or 4s or whatever it is. Maybe. Who knows? I'm
guessing that you'd be snap shooting at 4+, right? Because a BS4 is
BS4
is a 5+.
5.
So
it's BS7, right? Yeah, I can't remember what the chart is, but yeah,
I don't know. We'll find out. But like, but cool. that's actually a pretty cool
I like the fact that they've just got the snipers because you just never saw them with snipers, and everyone would actually get angry that the snipers aren't good enough. Well, there's no point at the snipers. So, the best way to get around it is just give them snipers. It's fine.
There was no point. There was no point to take the snipers.
No.
Like it was really their Fatal Strike didn't work with the snipers. It was the rule was written poorly.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Oh, and then pop back to Corax for just 1 second. think I just we did his points. He's 440 points. In case anyone missed that.
Cool.
Okay, so now back down to the Dark Furies.
Yeah, sorry, buddy. Right, here we go.
No worries. Dark Furies are here. They got a 14 movement, a 5 weapon skill, 2 wounds, 3 attacks each, which is nuts. The Choosers of the Slain are 9 leadership, and then everything else is the same on them. They have Raven's Talons, Frag and Crack, Corporate Pattern Jump Packs. They're bulky 3. They can deep strike, and they have precision 6+. Their allegiance, they have the allegiance rule in Raven Guard. Their type is anti-grav, which I wanted to bring up with you because I thought that this is new. Like, I think before there was jump infantry. So now jump packs are anti-grav. So I think, and Corax was anti-grav too. So any jump units are anti-grav. So I'm wondering if they're all just going to move the same. Like anything that can fly over things.
Yeah, I reckon so. And you might have like fast anti-grav for jet bikes, maybe, or something. Who knows? Yeah, that might make sense. They don't have. Do they have precision strike currently?
I saw jet bikes. I don't remember. I saw jet bikes as well in one of the Marine leagues, and they're just anti-grav. They're not fast anti-grav. Everything's just anti-grav.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Okay, I don't know what that does. But everything that flies that I've seen,
shit, I guess,
is literally just anti-grav. So, I mean, put your answers on a comment and put it down below what you think that's going to be.
Yeah.
Chooser of the Slain. Here's the contentious part: can only take 1 extra chooser for 5 points when there's 10 models. Ooh. Strangely matching what you can buy model-wise.
Okay, so you take a unit of 10, you can go 2 choosers. Okay.
Yeah, so they used to be 3 in 10.
Yeah.
So I think there used to be 1 sergeant per 3 or something. But now they've kiboshed that, and it's just 2 for 10. It makes sense. I mean, the choosers can also have melta bombs. I think that it's cool model-wise. You don't have to scrap out that 3rd. Somehow find that 3rd chooser of the Slain. It's fine. It is what it is. It's completely fine. And they're all 3 attacks now. They're all 2 wounds. They're all weapon skill 5. So they're only armor 3, but that seems to be kind of across the board now. So if they're power armor and not a character. Okay. So I think in all they're better. Like I would say, like they're maybe not as resilient, but they're way better since they're all weapon skill 5 with 3 attacks. Like they're just insane. We'll see how their lightning claws do, their Raven's Talons do.
Yeah, I think
they'll be fine.
I'm pretty sure they don't have precision strike in the current rendition, so gaining precision strike 6 up on 6 attacks on the charge, I think, if they're going to get +1 for charging. Lightning Raven's Talons are +2 attacks for a pair. It's pretty crazy. That's a lot of attacks. You're going to roll a lot of 6. So, it's good.
I forgot to put the points down, but I believe that they're 30 points each too.
Okay, that's not crazy, is it?
Base points though, but I'm almost positive that's what they were.
Okay.
No. And they're good. So we'll see. We'll see what they're like. All right, so let's jump to the last, and then we can do a kind of a wrap up and see what we took from this.
Kaedes Nex.
Kaedes Nex. Kaedes Nex. Okay, Kaedes Nex. He's cool. He's movement 8, which I thought was interesting. Like, so he's just got a little extra movement stat.
Okay.
Weapon skill 5, BS 6. Strength and toughness 4, 3 wounds, 5 initiative, 3 attacks, 9 leadership, 9 cool. Oh, wait. That's a mistake. That's a typo. Sorry, guys. I copied it. He's got 8 cool, 8 willpower, 8 int. No 9 cool.
Okay.
So he's got the Fulcrum hand cannons, Chameleon cloak, a frag, crack, and melt the bombs, which is really cool. He's got the infiltrate 8, whatever that does. The Blood Crow precision 5-up, which I thought was pretty cool. He's infantry. He's loyalist, which goes back to like you can't be used in the traitor thing.
Yeah.
And then he's got the hand cannons, and these are cool. Range 12, 5 shot, 6 strength, AP 4, damage 1, heavy FP, whatever that is.
Plus one shot.
Oh, heavy. Wasn't that the
if you stand still, so you get plus one
move.
shot.
It's plus one shot. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh, that's actually really cool. So he can do 6 shots if he doesn't move. Stun 0, it said? I don't think we have seen stun yet. But do you think that means the status of stunned on people?
Stun 0. Is that what it says? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe as a stun effect? I don't know what the 0 means, but okay. Cool.
Yeah,
stunned is you can't make reactions.
And then the hand...
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I was guessing that it stuns them. Oh, and breaching 6-up. So the other thing I thought was cool, used in melee, they're way better in melee. They're +1 initiative, +2 attacks. Strength is his strength. AP 2, damage 1, shred 5-up. And I'm like, this is great. I believe shred is extra damage on melee.
Yeah, okay.
He has a cameline cloak, and the Blood Crow, he never makes snapshots and can't have his BS reduced. Also, max shroud is 6+ against him. He seemed really good.
He seems pretty great.
I believe he's around 180 points.
Blood Crow is really cool.
Yeah, he seems really cool. He's even better than he was.
Seems like a baller in melee.
Yeah.
We're now running at like a 3-second lag between our voices, I think.
Oh, is it really that bad?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my god, that sucks. Let me double check and see what his invulnerable save.
You check his points out as well?
This is right when I was...
Oh, you said at 180. Yeah.
I can't see it. I think it's a 5-up invulnerable. And his points are 165.
165,
so,
okay.
Yeah, I can't really see the invulnerable, but it looks like a 5-up. But yeah, I mean, so all in all, the Raven Guard have changed. They seem cool. We noticed a lot of stuff muted down. What do you think? What do you think this bears for your Legion? And what do you think?
I mean, it's a so it's a massive change for them losing infiltrate. I kind of see how they've tried to mimic it by making them hard to shoot instead. So, arguably, it might be more useful other than the counter deploy. Counter deploy is super strong though in the current rendition. Yeah, I think I like it more than I don't. I like the characters. I actually really like the way the special units have been built. I like the auxiliary detachment. I think that's cool that each legion's getting their own auxiliary detachment. I'm still a bit the traits being.
I think the special units are way more thought out.
Yes, it appears that way. I agree.
The way they've been designed.
Yeah, I agree. The trait just being one thing and that's it is interesting. So we'll have to see how that looks as we move forward. Yeah,
I can't wait to see what happens to the Dark Angels, who used to have a ton of them, right? So,
yeah, who knows? But yeah, I think that's good. What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think that I am a little not disappointed, but I'm a little. I don't know what to do because it seems like now they've become a shooting army, right? Because their whole thing is like stay away from you, to make you snap fire. I mean, or run away to make people snap fire and keep them at medium range. So I mean, I'll have to see them on the table. I think it definitely means I want more shooting units, and then a whole bunch of like ambushy units to slow down your close combat stuff. Hide the Dark Furies and pop them out to attack people. Hide them behind terrain. We discussed terrain in another video. And I think that it's going to lead to a lot more of a guerrilla style fighting, which I think is more Raven Guard.
I agree. I was about to say, I think that's exactly more.
That's part of the reason why because I took them because of Infiltrate. I actually had Alpha Legion when Pete had Raven Guard, and then got rid of them in 3.0 because I didn't like the way they played, because they didn't really have Infiltrate anymore. And then I picked up the Ravens to kind of replace that hole in my heart. And now Ravens Guards don't have Infiltrate.
Well, it looks like nothing will,
but a lot of their units have Infiltrate.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting. Yeah. Cool. All right, well, let us know what you think in the comments, guys. Thank you for persevering if you got this far. I know the audio has been in and out a little bit, so thank you very much. And let us know what you think. We'll probably revisit each Legion once we've got the actual book in our hands and take a good in-depth dive and start comparing the Legions and building and comparing them. So if you're a Raven Guard player and you think, oh no, I'm not going to get a full deep dive, then you will do, but we'll probably chuck it in at the end when we do every Legion in the time to come.
We wanted to get this to you just because we got the information and we thought that like you would be able to pick apart stuff out of it too. Yeah. And just kind of see what 3.0 is like now. It's really interesting, and thanks. And thanks for putting up with any audio sync issues.
Cheers, guys. Bye.